Hey guys, this is Jon
and Austin.
Another episode of the Meatgistics podcast brought to you by Walton's. So we're going to jump right into it because we've got a lot of food out here and we've got a weird topic that you may initially not think ties into what we normally do here, but in the end I think you'll see it does. First thing we've got is steak nuggets from Arby's. This has been going around like crazy. I've heard insanely differing opinions on them. Some people love them. Some people think they're an abomination.
They're passing the smell test right now.
And Patrick has his own cup of them. So yeah, open it up.
So the first thing is, are they like trying to copy like Chick-fil-A's grilled nugget situation? This looks like a Chick-fil-A bin.
Maybe.
Just
a bin.
Without any labeling at all.
Okay.
But
could be. Give it a smell.
They're not going to be good. I'm already disappointed.
Oh.
It is. It's very soy heavy.
Oh God,
There's
him and his
so much
hate
soy
for
in that.
soy. Okay, so Patrick.
Do
said
you like soy, or are you just okay with it?
I'm good with soy.
Some would call him a soy boy.
Patrick said they smell or passed the smell test. Austin said no. I'm indifferent. To be honest,
these don't pass a smell test at all.
These are beefy. I'll tell you that. Okay.
Who's diving in first?
These are steak nuggets.
That's what they're called. Steak nuggets.
The steak.
These
nuggets.
are burnt ends. It's not steak. It's brisket. Brisket's cheap. These are burnt ends. They're not bad. They don't taste as soy as they smell.
But you are correct. These 100% are. This is brisket.
Hey, brisket. Yeah. How do they? I mean, technically, it's still a steak.
Yeah, I guess brisket steak.
What did these cost per?
Not that bad. I got 2 of them plus a large fry for like $12.
Not
So they're probably about
each
$5
of these are.
each.
Jeez. So total cost if you were to get these 5, but they usually come with a sauce. What kind of sauce do you guys got?
They do. Here, coming at you.
Oh gosh,
It's weird.
This could go bad.
Because they're moist.
Oh, it got everywhere.
But they're dry.
Yeah. Yep.
It doesn't make sense.
That often was what would happen anytime I would cook anything in the crock pot. It'd be wet but dry.
Wet but dry. There you go. That's a good description. It's
Let's
wet but dry.
try with a little bit of this Arby's barbecue sauce.
So this makes so much sense though, because we complain about price of beef at times and but every time at the store, what's the one thing that's just dirt cheap is brisket. That's the point where I haven't done it yet, but I'm very tempted to just go buy brisket and just grind it up for hamburger because it's cheaper than hamburger. But I'm like, why? I don't get it, but it's just supply and demand, I guess.
We were making this yesterday.
It's gonna fall out.
Oh, is it like brisket dip?
It is jerky dip.
Jerky dip?
So we went and
show the camera if you would.
We went and bought some beef. We went ahead and made it just like regular jerky, and then we over dried it a little bit, and then we passed it back through the grinder to get this. Because when I was a kid, I used to love jerky dip.
Yeah,
love it. And I saw it on a couple times on social media this week, and I was like, you know what, we need to make that. But when I got to the store, I was looking at it. I really almost made it out of brisket. Because brisket is so much cheaper than any type of roast right now. It's nuts.
Yeah. Is the sauce any good? Because
the sauce is Arby sauce. So these are
it's like a tangy barbecue more than anything.
Sweet and tangy barbecue. The when Excalibur used to have barbecue sauce, sweet and tangy was Arby sauce.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yep. It was the exact same.
Cool.
I don't know. I'm kind of.
I nothing those.
I need to get they only come with like 5 in a thing.
Yeah, so I could care less. Like, are they good? Are they bad? They're nothing.
I'm not super impressed, but if I went to Arby's, I would probably buy that.
No, you wouldn't.
Uh-huh.
The roast beef sandwich is amazing.
Dude, I'm still on. I don't eat processed bread. Like,
what?
I'm not like full carnivore like I was.
Yeah.
I try to just eat like a clean, more whole food diet, but I'm not gonna go eat a burger bun from a place. It's just not worth it.
So you don't want any of these fries?
Oh,
sweet.
No,
I'll keep them over here then.
The one thing that's worse for you than probably anything else is like mashed potatoes, deep fried French fries, anything that is potato and mashed up based.
Yeah, it's bad.
But it's so good.
Yeah.
I still can't say no. I won't go eat a whole fry, but
now these aren't mashed up.
I will eat fries.
Deep fried.
Yeah. Anything where it's not the whole potato. Even the whole potato is not good. If you're gonna eat potatoes, just do sweet potatoes.
Yeah.
I'll eat sweet potatoes and sweet potato fries. But
sweet potato fries are an abomination. Like, why even bother?
No, they're delicious.
They're awesome.
They taste better. Like if you can, the hard part is the consistency. Getting the same crispy, crunchy texture to it is hard to mimic, but the flavor's better. So it's a trade-off. Do you want the fry?
We're gonna move on from this.
The fryness?
We're about to get into a fight. All right. Other thing I've got out here is these are some chicken patties that I made on a live stream on Monday, and I've got a story about that. I was going to make chicken sausage out of chicken thighs, use the feta and spinach sausage seasoning, and I was going to use Super Bind, which is a combination of carrot fiber and potato starch, and we were going to blah, 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 blah. Patty maker video went bananas again this weekend, so we're like, well, let's try and glom onto that. So we switched it up and just made patties with the patty maker. So go ahead and try one. So this is chicken thighs with Super Bind and spinach and feta sausage. And then I just cooked them on the grill like I normally would with anything else. I'm waiting for a reaction for those who are just listening. I'm watching Austin.
It's better than the steak nuggets for sure.
It's really good.
Definitely better than the steak
10
nuggets.
times better than steak nuggets.
I hate feta, and I'm not the biggest spinach fan in the world, but this stuff just, like, it works together in a chicken sausage. I don't know how it would be on a pork sausage, but in a chicken sausage, chef's kiss.
That's amazing. So one of the questions is, what'd you grind it? Because there's still good texture to it.
Yeah, what'd you do?
Okay.
You're getting proud. You're excited for something. No? Something bad happened.
I didn't realize it, but I thought, like, this is grinding weird. Like, why isn't this grinding like it normally does? It was still doing an okay job, but not like zipping through it. I had the regular grinder head on, but thought I had the dual grind head on. So I used a dual grind outside plate.
Oh.
And as I was looking down, I'm like, why are there so many like large chunks coming through? I couldn't like figure that out. And it's because that dual grind plate has that big central hole. So some pieces were getting cut by the knife, but passed through that center hole like perfectly.
You made a happy mistake.
Yep.
Like that turned out great. Honestly,
seems to be
like,
pretty good.
Because you get a more chicken bite to it. It's not just, otherwise it turns into kind of like a hot dog texture. But that works really well.
It was the 3/16 plate. So
okay.
if that makes a difference.
Nice.
But yeah, no, I could eat those all day long. There's more of them in the fridge if either one of you want to take some home.
I would take
because I already brought a package home and said chicken was cooked on Monday. Today's Wednesday. And we got to eat those in the next day or two.
I've been pushing the limits of how long
Take
meat is edible
in
the fridge. I had some leftover, like some sort of steak. It was all cut up, and I've been just like eating it in the fridge in like leftovers as tacos and you name it. Grab a handful when you're hungry, whatever. And it was last night I was looking at it and I'm like, that's well over a week old. I'm like, it's beef, but I'm getting to a point where I'm getting iffy. So I was just like, last night, I'm not eating anymore after tonight. So I recooked it. Yeah. I normally like eat it cold, heat it up a little bit so it's just warm. No, I cooked it.
You went all the way back up.
Yeah. And I was like, I'm gonna be fine.
Right. Okay. Do you want to throw in a dip?
I will try some.
I will throw in a little dip.
Yeah, what's your technique? How do you?
Are you just eating it, or you put it in like a dip?
No, I'm gonna put it in like a dip.
This is entertaining. I haven't had a dip in.
Do you need a spit cup?
You probably need to
3-4 years at this point.
Pack it down a little bit. It's only been 3 or 4 years since you had a dip. Feels like it's been longer than that.
I don't think so. If you would vouch for me that it's been longer, it would help on my life insurance stuff. So, let's say it was 5 or 6.
How did they take like tests of that?
He's just too honest.
Right, but couldn't you just go, no, I don't smoke?
Yeah, he could, but he's not.
Could, but if they ever come back. If you die.
Yeah, and they find that you died. Yeah, okay.
And they find that you died.
Invalidates it.
Just have a no. You're not getting an autopsy. You're fine, dude. Don't worry about it.
That's what I would do.
Yeah.
I'd go, no. Die from get eaten by a shark or something.
Yeah. This is interesting. This is a gateway drug right here. I'll tell you that.
Start branding that. What's the fun part is going to be designing a sticker to put on those.
Yeah. Yep. Which we are going to do
for sure.
We have we've done this before in a certain way.
But
Allie did it for this is better. This is way better. Okay. Before we get into our, what are you laughing
it's
at?
like
this?
The candy cigarettes almost.
Oh my God, it's exactly like a candy cigarette. Before we get into this, is there anything else anyone wants to talk about? Not serious.
Not serious? Well, only the fact that your team lost this week, and
we're terrible.
Sucks to lose to a real team.
First of all,
that was close for a while.
We're talking Commanders versus Chiefs.
Yeah. First half, I was like,
here we go. We got them right where we want.
What is going on here? Like, maybe we get a lucky touchdown, a lucky break, and then the second half, it was just, what happened is Andy Reid knows how to make adjustments. At halftime, he's just like, nope, we're going to do this in the second half. And we couldn't keep up. Second of all, we're so injured. It's ridiculous. And we need Jane Daniels. We didn't have him. We lost both our starting defensive ends for the season. We lost our free safety for the season. It's just the injuries pile up like crazy, whatever. Start thinking about next year.
That's what you got to live with.
I'm a Redskins fan. I'm used to start thinking about the next year halfway through.
It's always thinking about the next year.
Yep. Last year was this nice little treat, but somewhere around 2 weeks ago, I remembered this isn't what I get every year. I was invited to the big table last year, but I usually have to eat at the kids' table.
I know what it's like, because until 8 years ago, give or take, the Chiefs, I feel like, were one of the most disappointing teams, because they would never go past first round of playoffs. If they got in, there was 1 year they were 13-3, and it's like, this is our year. Yeah. If the playoffs, lose first round. And it's just, but now it's different. Better coach, better players.
That was the year you got rid of Alex Smith and Mahomes started, because we took Alex Smith from you guys.
Even before that.
13. Okay, whatever. Doesn't matter.
But
that's not sidetrack. Do you know which team has the most losses since 2011? I think last decade. Let's just say last decade.
Last decade? I don't know. I don't follow enough teams that closely. Is it like there was a stretch when the Texans and the Lions were only winning 2 games a year? Neither of them.
It's not a team that you would expect. I don't think, at least.
Is it the Raiders?
Nope.
Is it the Bengals? Is it the Jags?
Nope.
Is it?
It's an NFC team.
Okay.
Tampa Bay?
Nope. No, Tampa Bay's been pretty good on and off recently.
We're just picking random teams
Bears.
at this point. The Giants?
Yep.
Wow.
It is a New York Football Giants.
I say, because the East is usually, that's a rough division if you want to be good long term, because there's lots of teams in there that expect to be good.
And it might actually be since they won their last Super Bowl, they have the most losses in the NFL. And my best friend's a huge Giants fan, so it just fills my heart with joy when. Although I did hate seeing Scattaboo. Did you see that?
I think I want to go watch the video. I saw him on a stretcher afterwards, and I'm like, I need to know what happened.
That's pretty bad.
But I don't know if I want to actually watch
his ankle, his foot is pointing.
I've never seen
wrong
a more manly person get an ankle broken. You would assume he just had a little.
He literally just slapped his head twice. Before he even went to the ground, he went like this, and I just thought he was mad at himself for not catching.
Yeah,
the pass.
You wouldn't even know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That dude is a maniac.
I would have passed out, vomit, cry. Get my mom.
Yeah.
Get my mom.
Get my mom. Get my mom.
Did he get hip drop tackled?
Nope.
I heard something about that.
And he's coming across the middle, and it was just a contested pass.
Yeah.
There was nothing odd about or nothing dirty about
nothing
it.
Nothing malicious.
Sure. No.
Huh. That sucks.
All right. Well, let's talk about 1 or 2 other stories before we get into this. Nearly 1 in 5 urinary tract infections are linked to contaminated meat.
What? How do we track that down? I want to know.
What I want to know is they nowhere in this article indicate that these people are using the meat to eat. What's going on here? No, just kidding. Researchers found 18% of the more than 2,300 urinary tract infections in the study published in MBio were linked to E. coli strands found in meat samples from grocery stores in the same area. The meat most commonly found to test positive for E. coli were turkey and chicken, followed by pork and then beef. So beef is the most safe. Obviously, it's ridiculously expensive now. The finding reframes contaminated chicken, turkey, pork, and beef as more than food safety nuisances. UTIs are common infections that happen when bacteria enter the urethra and infect the urinary tract, according to the CDC. They disproportionately affect female and elder patients, and the CDC said. So on this podcast, we don't care about either one of those. No, I'm just kidding. I know we have a lot of elder people who watch this. I stand firm on the other half of that.
You said that this didn't say that they ate it, but it did say that its bacteria enters the urethra. So if people touching meat and then going to the bathroom, and that's that's the connection I'm making, which that sucks.
Severe infections can infect the kidneys and be life-threatening. It's pretty frequent, 1 in 5, and with better food safety, we could reduce it. So anyways, I found that interesting, and it was a hilarious headline, so we had to bring it up.
It says most UTIs come from your own gut flora. Yeah. So maybe it is the consumption.
That very well could be. No. I think that's still your way. I think it's still the way you're thinking of it.
Okay.
Even if it's your flora.
But it's your dog.
Yeah, but it's your dog.
No, it's your. No, we got it.
California euthanizes 4 gray wolves following cattle kills. So this is a little bit different than the Colorado problems that they're having with livestock and the wolves, because these wolves actually naturally came back to California. They were not reintroduced. They just came in through the Sierra. Where's Sierra Madre? No, it's Sierra Nevada.
Sierra Nevada?
Yeah, Sierra Nevada. Where is Sierra Madre?
Don't know.
Maybe that's in a movie. Maybe that's not even real. The wolf packs are not merely content to feed on traditional prey of elk and deer. They have also developed a voracious appetite for cattle. In response to an unprecedented surge in cattle kills across the Sierra Valley, which have been bemoaned by the region's ranchers, and I don't like that word bemoaned. They make it sound like, oh, you're belly aching over nothing. Yeah. No, you're killing what they make their living on and care about.
Yeah.
From March 28th to September 10th, these 4 wolves were responsible for 70 total livestock losses. Wow. 4 wolves in a couple-month period killed 70. They say livestock, so it might have not all been cattle. There might have been some like alpacas and things. People care about alpacas. Wolves are one of the state's most iconic species, and coexistence is our collective future. Ugh. Ugh. Director Charlton Bonham said, your name is Charlton. I don't like that. The Bay and Sayo pack became so reliant on cattle at an unprecedented level, and we could not break the cycle, which ultimately is not good for the long-term recovery of the wolves. The targeted wolves included a breeding male and a female pair, and a solo male and a solo pair. So, this is what I really want to get into. This summer, Fish and Wildlife spent 18,000 hours engaging in 95 hazing operations across 114 days at 18 ranches. Staff also helped facilitate investigations into cattle deaths. So when they talk about hazing, basically they're trying to scare the wolves out of the area with gunfire, playing loud music, chasing them on ATVs, things like that. I want to know how many millions of dollars that cost the state of California. Instead of just saying, there must be people in California named Billy Bob, saying, hey, Billy Bob, we'll sell you a license to go hunt these wolves for $500.
I was gonna say, there's hundreds of thousands of people across America that if you said go get them, they would have a blast. Yep.
They would absolutely love to hunt a wolf in California.
I know at least one employee here that would probably take off work for 2 or 3 weeks and go hunting for them.
Oh, I don't know about 2 or 3 weeks. Or is that you're talking about Dylan? Your brother? Yeah. Yeah, that's a long time. But okay, more than 2 million pounds of Korean barbecue pork jerky recalled over possible metal wires. So this is from the New York Post. It says, God, there's too many pop-ups and drop-downs on this
page.
This
page is real bad.
LSI Inc., an Alpena, South Dakota-based company, recalled about 2,277 pounds of Golden Island fire-grilled pork Korean jerky when they found wiry metal in the product. Now, this is obvious how this came from. It's something probably that a lot of jerky processors fear, and it's a good reminder not to cook your jerky on those like wire grates. Either use the jerky screen, which is an all like plasticky material, which is easy release, or at least have the big bar style, right?
Yeah.
Like this is, I'm not at all calling them negligent, but that was a bad decision to try and cook it on that. And that this happened, it's
unfortunate.
Doesn't surprise me all that much. All right. So cattle cash prices are crashing over Brazil tariffs. I read this article from AgWeb, and if any of you, and I don't think our audience does, but if anyone thinks like, oh, I'm a farmer, I cut the grass and plant the seeds. I could not figure this. What's funny about that?
Your voice. Every time you talk about someone that's not you, they're just instantly A, retarded, and B, have a deeper voice. So it's like...
I could not make heads or tails of this article. I had to actually feed it into ChatGPT and be like, hey, break this down for me.
Break it down.
Because they were using all sorts of crazy, like, not even just acronyms, but I can't remember, but a bunch of things I didn't understand. So anyways, I fed it into ChatGPT. Basically, it's just saying that cattle prices dropped hard on Monday. Feeder cattle, which are young cattle raised for beef, fell as much as trading rules allow in one day. That's how fast prices fell. So it hit the limit. Then it did it again. And this is all mostly based on Trump saying that he's going to look at bringing in beef from Argentina. So maybe that's not a great thing. Maybe we need to, and I know I said this recently on another either live stream or podcast, but maybe we need to deal with the short-term pain of high beef prices to get our beef herd back in the place where it needs to be.
Yeah. My biggest concern is with if we want to import more, are we going to get the same quality? Is it going, where is it going to drop prices? They're not going to be the same quality. It's probably not going to our small processors. It's going to the big guys, but does that then roundabout way drop prices for the small guys too? I don't know. It's just, we have to get the supply back up. Anything else we do maybe could help, maybe it hurts. I don't know. It's hard to say, but we're band-aiding something that the long-term solution is we need the supply back up.
Yeah. And even if we bring in Argentinian beef just to cover that time, the futures market on it will suffer greatly because people are never going to believe that you're only bringing it in for, to cover this gap. They're never going to believe that. So they're going to go, nope, there's increased competition in that. It's not worth investing in.
Yep.
It's a lot like oil in that. Yeah, it's somewhat like oil in that. Okay. The cash market is still holding for now. Those feeder cattle cash index is at $367.45, which is slightly up. And fed cattle, which are ready for slaughter, sold most around $238 to $240 live, only a few dollars lower than last week. So actual cattle being sold are still fetching a decent price. The panic is mostly over the futures market, which, again, really only happens because nobody trusts the government in saying, we're only going to bring it in for this time. Once you start something, our government never stops.
It doesn't stop.
No.
Yeah.
Ever. Now, speaking of somewhat of a segue to that.
Some things in the government do stop.
Some things in the government do stop. For those of you who don't know, EBT, SNAP, food stamps, colloquially known as food stamps, are about to run out here in just a couple of days, or they're not funded in a couple of days. So we are about to potentially see a bunch of people go to grocery stores, wherever they get food items or other items they can use their SNAP EBT on, and those cards have no money on them. I think most people who know me and know me somewhat well, my economic leanings, probably think I would be almost excited about this. I love that the government shut down. I think it's awesome. But I actually think this could be a potentially really bad thing. There is a lot of nuance in this argument. So I'm not coming down hard on one side or the other, and I would listen to any arguments about this. But the one thing that people always say about EBT is the amount of fraud that goes on. Now, fraud and abuse are two different things in my mind, right? Abuse is, hey, I don't really need these, or I've become reliant on them, so I don't look for work or however much as I should. Fraud is legitimately people like getting them and doing something with them to defraud their original purpose, which is to feed you and your family, right? The biggest one of those, obviously, is people will sell their SNAP benefits. What does everybody know it as? Patrick, do you know what is EBT?
Yeah, that's
What do you
kind of
know
what I
it as?
know.
EBT or food stamp. Food stamps is just the quote unquote that, but like when you go to the store, you see the EBT sign.
Right, they don't say food stamps.
Yeah.
I'm more of a Facebook guy though myself. Snap's not really been my
You don't think
forte.
what is it called?
TikTok,
Yeah, no. What's the Snap one? You use it.
Snapchat.
Snapchat. There you go.
I
Do
was
you not
like,
use Snapchat? Yeah, you do.
Yeah, some,
Yes,
yeah.
people in your family do at least.
I don't.
Okay.
I don't mess with that. Homie, don't play that.
You
That's what the
you
kids
tried
say.
to make that funny, but I was drinking and he didn't
Well,
listen or
you
care
gotta
about
spit out your.
I know.
If it
That
was
would've been a
water,
good one.
if it was water, you gotta.
it. Okay. $2 to $5 billion a year in actual fraud on food stamps, which is an enormous amount.
2.5.
2 to 5.
That's a big.
2 billion to 5 billion. Yeah. Well, it's hard to track exactly how much because if I have food stamps, say I have $100 worth of them, but I want cash instead.
They should just say 3 billion, maybe.
Okay, 3 billion maybe.
Maybe.
And I sell them to Austin for $30. Like that's very hard to track and figure out.
Yeah, well, if they knew, they would stop it. That's why they're guessing, and there's a
Right.
range, just because they don't know.
Yeah.
They can look at it and go, we think.
But there's
This.
$100 to $120 billion in food stamps given out every year. So 2 to 5% is just a couple of percent, right? What's that, like 2% to 4%? So very, very small. My biggest concern, I have 3 main concerns about this, if this goes through. One, grocery store margins are incredibly tight. They're usually like 1 to 3% on products, right? They are. On most items, a grocery store is making 1 to 3% margin on that item.
No.
Yes.
No, they can't exist. Someone's profit can be so just twisted and pulled. Like I can show you what profit we make here in 10 different ways.
Okay.
So how are they showing it?
Patrick,
Because
will you look up ChatGPT what the margins are for most grocery stores? We'll go on while we're doing this, though.
How should I word it exactly?
What is the margin for most grocery stores?
and how is that margin calculated?
No, we're not going to worry about
Yes,
that. We're
it
not
makes
going to
a
worry about that.
huge
For
difference.
the point of this argument, we're not worrying about that. Colloquially, 1 to 3% is what people mostly know it by. I see. Now I forget where I was.
1 to 3%.
Thank you.
Yeah, but that
No,
means
no.
nothing.
That's-
It
that's
means
net-
nothing.
We are going forward with that.
That's net profit margin. Gross margin before operating costs is 20 to 30%.
So
See?
1 to 3%.
Large chains 1 to 2% net margin. Regional supermarkets 2 to 3. Specialty / organic stores 3 to 5. Convenience stores 5 to 10%. Obviously, because they just have less
higher
stock
prices,
and higher prices.
smaller amount. Okay.
Because then your margin there then is after everything is paid. Every single thing is
Sure.
paid.
Yes, that's still 1 to 3%.
If you make 3%, you're doing okay. You're fine. People think that everyone in the world should make 30, 40% because that's what tech companies make and they rob us blind. But if you make 3%, like, yeah, it'd be nicer to be higher, but that's not a bad margin.
Okay.
It's not a bad margin.
Right, but it's 1 to 3%. So I was right.
It depends. When people say margin, they think that it's the product cost $1 and they sold it for $2, and so they have a 50% margin. 2 minus 1 is 1. 1 divided by 2 is 50%. Do you get that piece? They think
I get that piece.
That's the margin. That's what margin is typically referred to. So when they say the margin is only 1 to 3%, that means that now if an item sold for $1, that they paid 99 cents for it, and they sold it to you for $1 and they made 1 cent. So it's misleading. They might have bought it from someone for 10 cents and sold it to you for $1 and made a 90% margin.
Sure.
But after all their expenses,
Right.
now it's down
Which
to
is
1
what
or
it
3.
costs to run a business.
Yes, but it's misleading.
I don't see that as misleading.
They should talk about their net profit, not their margin.
Okay.
Wrong term.
All right. So can't deal with being wrong. Now I'm sure I even forget where I was.
Good.
So annoyed at you. I was saying that their margins are razor thin. Okay. So in some areas, like specifically low income areas, EBT can be up to like 30% of their revenue, of what they bring in. If we take that away from those grocery stores, grocery chains, they're not just going to go, okay, we're down 30% now. They're going to build that into other costs. So it is going to increase the price of groceries. And that's what we've spent the last 3 years complaining about, is the cost of groceries. Worse than that, in my mind, is the potential for legitimate chaos at grocery stores. Like, we've all seen the videos of, especially like a couple years ago in California, it was big when they made anything under $999 was no longer grand larceny. Like, and they considered it a civil matter. So people were just walking in and taking stuff. Like, now we're talking about people's food. That is going, you're going to see that go nuts. What I think would happen is stores will increase security, like at checkout, check-in. There's already like some Burlington company, I don't think it's the Burlington Coat Factory, is taking pictures. So it is the Burlington Coat Factory, is taking pictures of every single person as they come in their store and then comparing it when they leave to make sure that they're wearing the same coat, that they don't have any like extra bulges in them. So that part's insane.
That's all me.
But what I worry about,
me.
what I worry about more than that is what's going to happen in the parking lot if people get desperate enough. Like, do you really want to send your wife to the grocery store if people are stealing people's grocery carts when they're outside? Because like, food is one of those things that is desperation.
We do so many Target pickups. It's not going to be a big deal. We just have the employees bring it out to the car.
Give me
Okay,
the rye,
fine.
you
So
old bag.
You're okay, but like the general person, like especially if it's the traditional, like mom goes to the grocery store, dad does yard work or whatever, like you're not going to send your wife to the grocery store by herself if that stuff starts happening.
Oh yeah, I mean, you get to a point where it could be ugly, but how does it get to that point? Does it, like, or is it just this is just a big what if scenario that just is spiraling?
Oh yeah, of course there's a what if scenario. But if this doesn't happen and people are having trouble getting food, that all bets are off. Like,
if people legitimately have trouble getting food, it'll get nasty
It's
real fast.
literally
I
all
don't think
bets
there's
are
a
off.
what if scenario, but I don't know that people will. I don't know if it'll really get to that point. Like,
so you think that this will be funded in some way?
someone will break
Okay.
real fast.
Okay.
Because they will see the writing on the wall.
I agree
And
with
if
that.
riots are like, you will see like riots are going to form, and then they'll come to a midnight deal and be like, okay, we got to fix this because we don't want.
Food riots are like a quick way to end a society.
Yeah.
Like, there's a reason that bread comes first in the old saying, give them bread and circus, right? You have to feed the people first if you want them to not be revolutionary, and then give them something to care about other than what
Yeah.
you were doing.
If you want people truly mad and upset, take away their food or water, because you can live without a lot of things.
Yeah.
But food and water, you got a couple days.
And legitimately, no, you could go most, I won't say that. A lot of people in the U.S. could go 2 weeks without actually eating something and not die. They have the
Yes,
fat reserves to deal with that.
Water. They can't go that long civilly.
Right.
People can't go a day without food without absolutely losing their mind.
You take my nicotine tablets away from me for a day and I'm not civil anymore.
Yeah.
Forget it being about food. Come on in, Ellie. We're having an interruption to the podcast right now. What's up? Come on in.
You're on air.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was going to ask you some business questions.
Oh,
so
no, that's
I
no good.
don't need to do that right now.
Okay.
Wait, is this the thing?
Well, this is two. Come on in.
Do you want
sit
a
down next to Austin?
a nugget?
I
So
would.
we've got steak nuggets. You coming down over me?
I need a trash can.
Yeah.
She's gonna throw it up.
We've got both steak
no
nuggets and the chicken patty stuff.
Oh, yeah.
So try a little bit of both.
I scooted over for her, and then
I
she
know,
just
and
walked
then she
away
still
from
came
me.
over
Oh,
to
you
me.
did?
Like
I
a
said
suit-
you were going to sit by me, so I said sure.
Your own sister, dude.
I'm the favorite.
This is a better side of my face.
Oh,
Okay.
Yeah, she have to-
And then you and I just chose these sides
What the?
5 years ago and have refused to move ever since.
We still do the same
Oh,
sides, don't
It's the
we?
exact same side,
This is amazing.
isn't it?
Not bad.
What'd you put in them?
That's just chicken thighs with feta and spinach sausage seasoning and some super vine.
No breading.
No
nothing.
breading, no nothing.
Oh, heck yeah.
And then that's the steak
Can
nugget.
I, like, bulk produce those?
Yeah, no, it would not be hard at all.
Yeah, I'm a meal
Although
prep that.
chicken
for a
thighs
lot.
aren't that cheap.
Did you get the skinless, boneless?
I did.
Like, yeah. They're not hard to debone. If you were going to do a lot, it's like buying a pork butt with the bone, without the bone. You're like, I want boneless, but really, once you debone a couple pork butts, it's no big deal.
No.
You get chicken thighs, get them with the bones in. It takes you 10 seconds to debone it after you get into a groove and you know what you're doing.
Yes, but I never get all of it off, and the cost of the bone is still built in. Like you're still paying for the bone.
You're just not paying for their processing. But
make chicken stock out of it.
Oh yeah, make some bone broth.
Yeah, so I would definitely make more of those. I told them there's a few more in the fridge if you want to grab some for lunch or for whatever.
So the steak bites, though.
Yeah, what do you think?
So I had an old artist that reviewed them on TikTok.
Yeah.
Shout out to Scooty Wop.
Scooty Wop.
Scooty Wop's the best. Love
Who
it.
is Fetty Wap?
I'm not
Are
sure.
you asking that legitimately?
Yeah, that's a singer too, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I knew
Like
that.
the JBL joke thing.
Don't know what that is.
Fetty Wap was huge when, I don't know, Patrick, you and I probably would have been college age.
I don't know who he is.
Oh wow,
You don't-
that is old.
Oh, yeah. So he's not new. I don't know what happened to him. I don't know if he's around.
Okay.
Anyway,
He's no longer
Scooty
with
Wop.
us.
So he reviewed him,
Is he
and
dead?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh.
I don't know.
No, that's
Who
fine.
knows? But he had said those taste like jerky to him. He was like, these are like, he did not like them.
Yeah.
Thought they were very jerky-esque, and I get what he's saying.
Yeah, we're middle of the road on them. It's clearly brisket.
That's okay.
Yeah,
It's not steak.
It's not steak.
So this is fantastic.
These are much better, yes?
I did not actually eat breakfast. I
Oh.
just keep grabbing little snacks of things.
Yeah, that's a dangerous way to eat for sure.
No, because I'm not eating snacks of things. I'm eating snacks of my breakfast.
Breakfast
like I
snacks.
brought
Yeah.
it with me. I just keep forgetting to sit down to eat it, and I'm just like grabbing a bite and going.
You're spacing it out.
Yeah, not my favorite thing to do, but it's happening.
Okay.
Oh wait, this is great.
Yep, thank you.
I can't ask you guys any of the questions I wanted to ask you right now.
Sounds
so
good. And then just come
I'm
back.
Free to go.
Yes, you were free to go.
Okay. Did I leave stuff in here? Oh, we're good.
You're gone.
You just looked so disappointed on I could see you through the crack. And it looked like you were going to have a rough day if we didn't
Yeah, 'cause
invite you
I-
in. Huh? You got shocked?
Yeah, I got really excited. So I had good news, but we're late.
All right, we'll talk about it.
Bye.
All right, and then lastly, this could hurt small meat processors more than anyone else in the meat industry. 30% of EBT benefits in low-income areas are used on meat products, and it is generally the smaller meat processors that sell to those low-income stores. A ton of Tyson, JBS, all of that goes to the big box stores and big grocery chains. So if we start losing, or if we lose that amount of EBT benefits going in through our grocery system, especially the small guys, that's going to hurt our customer base the most. Now, having said all of that, I also want to present just quickly the other side of the argument. EBT, I'm a big believer in the hand up, not hand out, right? Like I have no problem with someone being on benefits short term if they need to, or even longer term if they have some sort of disability. Like that's why we are a society. We're supposed to help each other out. But I believe they've come to a point where they're just enabling people to do nothing. And I've seen numerous videos of just disgusting behavior by people talking on a cell phone that I'm sure they may or may not pay for. It might be an Obama phone. Is that still a thing? Or Obama
Phones, I don't know. I still say that occasionally because
Yeah,
it's fun. But
of people saying like, I don't want to work. I'm not interested in working. This is what the taxpayers are for. Like giving them benefit. I'm just like, oh my God, you need to be found and put on a working farm. There used to be something called poor farms. I don't know if you know that or not.
Huh.
Yeah. So anyways, all right. Thoughts?
On Reddit, I don't know if my pastor this weekend meant to do this and had a whole sermon tied or not. It's just random. But one of the things he was preaching on, talking about was like when people like come and ask for help, what you do, because he used to preach. There used to be a church that was right literally across the road from like the county services building. And so when the county ran out of money, all of a sudden the church gets this huge rise of people coming and asking for help. And so he was talking about what they did, and he's like, we just ultimately we erred on the side of being kind, like because you're gonna have some fraud. You're gonna have people come in and abuse the system. If it's food stamps, somebody going to a church and asking for help, somebody asking for help in any scenario.
Yeah.
You see, I think it goes back to like even as simple as like I'm at Quick Trip and somebody comes up to me and says, hey, I need money for gas. I give them money usually.
Yeah.
And then I whine and complain about it a little
But you
bit because
still
I'm
do
like,
it.
I think they just took me and I think they suckered me. But at the same time, it's like err on the side of kindness because
Right.
it's
Or you just saved someone's day, which could save their week, which could save, you know.
so there's going to be some fraud, but at the same time, like you're also helping some people that really need it.
See-
So it's a double-edged sword. Which way do you want to go? Because you're either going to help people who are defrauding you and doing something bad and malicious, or you're going to leave someone out that like they desperately need something.
Yeah.
And so what are you going to do?
And in your situation there, you have no chance of figuring that out. Right. So you just have to go
You don't
with
know.
your gut.
You
Yeah,
just-
you have no
yeah.
chance.
You got to make a gut call.
But it used to be before the 30s and the Great Depression, like churches, food pantries, which were often attached to churches, like that's how, like it was a local support. Like if you were struggling, your community would step up. We don't have communities anymore, so because the government has stepped in. It's a lot harder to watch your neighbors
know.
starve than it is to watch or to hear about someone starving halfway across the country.
We get into a large conversation there because I don't think it's just the government filling the role and then it not being filled elsewhere. I think people have consciously made a decision to not go to church, not tithe, not give money back, give to good causes, give to charity in general. I don't think as many people give to those things, and that's what hurts.
Tithing becomes a lot harder to swallow when your tax rate is above 35%.
I wouldn't disagree.
Yeah.
Because I pay a lot in taxes
Yep.
and I also give away a lot to charity.
Yeah.
And it's at the end of the, to be honest, I don't know, shouldn't talk specifics.
Okay.
I give more money away to government, charity, other things than I even take home. But that's a decision I've made that God's put me in a place where
Let's be
I have the ability to do things. And so I do it.
That's a decision Jenny made.
It's a decision we made.
Okay. All right. But anyway, so I wanted to talk
Minus
about
the
that.
government taking stuff. That was unwillful.
That was
but
we didn't have an option in that.
Yeah.
I know that's not really something that normally fits in with what we are, but it is a food related topic, and has the potential to be, I don't know, catastrophic. So I did want to touch on it. All right, I created a test for you two. You guys ready? How you feeling? Test taking.
I forgot
wise?
about this.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm ready.
All right. So I've got 10 questions here, mostly meat based. Patrick, we got to do something about this thing. At the
You're
end.
slowly-
It's driving me
You're
nuts.
slowly
After this
losing-
podcast, we'll figure it out. Okay.
This probably just doesn't have weight on it right now.
I'm like trying to keep my foot on it. Okay. First question, and I'll read them to you. You guys don't need to look this up because I also have to keep track of who said what. What does pH stand for? I'm going to give you multiple choice.
Okay, I was
Okay.
gonna say do it.
Hold on, but I knew that one, I think.
Okay. Is it number 1, parts of hydrogen? Number 2, Pat Hoskinson?
Nice.
Number 3, potential of hydrogen? Or number 4, past hydrogen?
Why are we not doing A, B, C, D?
Sure, whatever. A, B, C, D.
Number one, 2, 3, 4. Number 1, A, B, C, D. I'm
Alright.
going C,
C.
potential of hydrogen.
Yeah.
Okay. How many national championships has Notre Dame won in football? A, 9. 10. B. No.
I won't hit enter to search
B
until
is
I give
10.
you the answer. But
C is 6. D is 11. But it's going to feed you back the answer.
Wait, isn't he just
I'm
going to hear
not-
my answer?
no, as soon
He
as
has to go
as soon as I give you an answer, I'm going to type this in because I disagree with the number that you have because I
Football.
don't think you calculated
Football.
it properly.
Football. Go ahead.
I'm waiting for him to go.
9.
Austin, 9. Patrick knows it's.
D, 11.
Okay. What is RHIZA? RHIZA. Is it a new term the kids are saying, like Riz? Is it an alternative protein? Is it wild rice sausage? Or is this a nonsense word that I made up?
Great question.
I thank you.
Great
I was very
question.
proud of this one. Austin, did you hear the options?
Yeah, I'm going to go with nonsense that John made up.
I'm gonna go B, alternative protein.
Patrick. Okay, Austin said nonsense. And Patrick B. Okay. What's the best humidity? It's a range during the conditioning phase of snack sticks. So conditioning phase is the beginning where we want to get them all to have the same outside amount of humidity on them.
This.
It's also sometimes called a drying phase. We have A, 25 to 35, B, 45 to 55, C, 65 to 75, or D, 75 to 85.
I'll just go A. Keep it low.
Austin, what are you?
Was A the lowest?
A was 25 to 35.
I'll take the lowest.
Okay. Question 5 is, after smoking cured sausage, John often leaves it at room temperature for 1 or 2 hours to develop color and flavor. What is this called?
The blooming phase.
Blooming.
Okay, so we didn't even need to read those ones out. Kind of thought we wouldn't. Since pH affects the water holding capacity of meat, a lower pH will do what to protein extraction? It will make it easier. It will make it harder. It will have no effect. So A, easier, B, harder, C,
Read
no
the
effect.
question again.
Since pH affects the water holding capacity of meat, a lower pH will have what effect?
Make it.
It's going to make it harder.
Less protein extract. Yeah, make it harder.
Because it's going to end up dry and crumbly. And
Yeah.
You're not going to hold together.
I was like, I think the answer is in the question kind of thing.
Okay. What can going over the 0.5% limit of sodium phosphate do to your meat? Can it make it dry and crumbly? Can it give it a soapy flavor, or can cause intestinal discomfort in those who eat it?
Soapy flavor,
Soapy,
but
yeah.
maybe intestinal discomfort too. We're definitely going soapy. It's 100% soapy.
8. Why does adding salt too late in the mixing process cause issues with binding? The meat is already bound, so salt cannot mix in. It needs to be in early to solubilize the proteins, or it's needed to help accelerate the cure.
B.
Austin is B.
I'll go C to mix it up.
Right now, I'm pretty sure you guys are tied, by the way. Your emulsified sausage is mushy. What caused this? Over grinding or processing. Meat is too cold. Too efficient of a bind in the meat. Encapsulation on a citric acid ruptured.
My meat's mushy.
Mushy.
You could be A or D. I'm going A.
Okay.
What was A again?
A was over grinding or
Man, that could be the simplest answer. But I'll go D. I'll go D. I don't care. I saw your wink. I want to go D. I want a different answer.
What foodborne illness kills the most Americans every year? Is it E. coli, Listeria, Salmonella, Norovirus, or Campylobacter?
E. coli.
Kills?
Kills.
Ugh. I mean, foodborne illnesses don't kill as many people as people think.
Right.
It's the scary thing that's in the news, and yes, it can kill people, but usually it's
The old, the young,
get
the
sick.
infirm.
You're a 2-bucket experience. You go to the hospital, but you get better. I'm gonna say E. coli. E. coli has got to be the deadliest one there, but maybe it's not just because it's not as common as Listeria or Salmonella, but E. coli is definitely more dangerous. Going E. coli.
Okay. Patrick, you said E. coli too?
Yeah.
All right. You both got that one wrong.
Was it Campylobacter?
No, it's Listeria.
It's Listeria.
Wow.
I
How
think,
amazing is that?
now is this okay? Foodborne. I can
Yeah.
say maybe so then, because that's just that's all food.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not just meat. That's just poor sanitary
Yeah,
conditions.
Lettuce is a huge,
Yeah.
lettuce has a lot of it. So I was shocked at that one. Okay. You both obviously got potential of hydrogen right. I was impressed with that. I especially like that Patrick knew it without needing the multiple choice. How many national championships have Notre Dame won in football? It is D, 11.
7.
It is.
It's technically 7. I was wrong with 9. It's 7. You have to go back and look at who's been disputed. There's a year they claim the championship, and Alabama and Michigan State both claim it as well.
And it's given to us.
No,
We have 11
it's not
national
no.
championships.
There's one year where you guys lost the last game of the year and still were like, we're national champions.
Okay.
It's like you don't lose the last game of the year
Sure
and
you
you're the
can.
national championship.
Yep, we did it.
Look,
No,
the 40s
we
was a
did it.
wild time. Okay,
These are
dude?
this is why it's what you guys
Are you
claim
on
versus
CatholicHaters.com?
what is
Is that what you're
reality.
reading this from?
No,
The
some of
website
them
is
they're-
CatholicHaters.com.
in theory
it is.
you should only have a grand total of
11.
go back 1
Oh, God.
because we're talking modern era and you only
No, we're
have
not- who-
you only have 1 in the
Jeez.
halfway modern era.
You are exhausting to talk to. What is RZA? You said a nonsense word that I made up. Patrick said alternative protein. Patrick is correct.
Nice.
Patrick is now up by 2. What's the best humidity range
You're annoying to talk
for
with.
conditioning phase of snack sticks? Austin said A. Patrick said B. The
No, I
correct
said
answer.
A. I said A.
Oh, okay.
I said the lowest.
The correct answer is actually C. 65 to 75.
For a conditioning phase?
Mm-hmm. After smoking cured sausage, Jon Austin, you both got that one right. Since pH affects water holding capacity of meat, you both said it makes it harder, and that is correct. What can going over the 5% limit, 0.5% limit, so yeah, 5%
Go to
would
5.
be bad.
Good luck.
Do it does a soapy flavor. Number 8 was why does adding salt too late in the mixing process cause issues with binding? Austin said B because it needs to be in there to solubilize proteins, which is correct. Patrick said C, so Patrick's up by 1. Your emulsified sausage is mushy. What caused this? And it is over grinding of meat, so you guys are now tied. And you both got the last one wrong, so
Oh, look at us.
you tied.
Tying it up.
Maybe next time we need to like tag team this and we
Oh.
could score better.
Well, why don't we should write down our answers instead of say them out loud.
Would I
This
give it
goes
to you
back-
ahead of time?
This goes back to the vision
Because
I had,
he
remember?
already wants
We can
to
maybe
be
do that.
writing down or like testing or looking at things. I can't speak right now. He already wants to be Googling things before he even begin. I can't let him have the test early.
Oh, yeah, that's a good point.
Yeah.
Oh.
So it has to be
Well,
done on camera.
Just
You just
administer it. Do a 10
cre-
minute prior.
create a form, a Microsoft Forms, but don't just keep it in your notes.
Okay.
And then like when the podcast starts, then we'll put it in the OneNote and we can both pop it up and
just do it right then.
Yeah.
Okay.
We could do
All
it
right.
at the beginning
That's
of
how
the
we'll do it next time.
I don't know. Do we want to do it live? Do the beginning podcast? If we did it at the beginning and then sent it to you, then you'd have the results already. It probably wouldn't take long if we submit them. It
No,
probably
it
is
probably
instant
wouldn't.
for it
Yeah.
to send the results.
Yeah, it
through.
does. It sends them right
Okay.
away. All right. Anything else you want to talk about before we watch the few live or wild cards and get on?
Nope.
Okay. So the first one is a little bit shocking. What we're looking at here are 2 Indian fellas on a small boat, and
Dude, that thing comes out of nowhere.
I mean, look at that. Now, luckily, all it does, this huge tiger comes shooting out of the jungle, and it takes it, a half a second to make it the 30
1,
feet
2.
from here is 1.
1, 2, 3.
Okay, so maybe
Like
2.
2
to
or
make it
3
to the boat.
steps to
And
the
knocks
boat.
them both clearly out of the boat and then runs away. I wonder what the thought was here. Was it like, I'm going to eat these things, or I don't like them in my territory?
Probably doesn't like it in the territory.
I bet you that's what it is.
Yeah.
And I saw a really cool video the other day that was a new theory on a lot of like single bite shark attacks. It's just like, hey, I'm hunting here. You get out. Like instead of actually trying to consume them. All right. And then this is pretty funny. So we're going to spend just a little bit of time watching this. So it's just funny cooking fails.
What?
That one I think is set up. But this, she's shaking a bottle and all comes out the bottom. Bird lands in a frying pan and starts freaking out. Fish wasn't all the way dead. That one.
No, what?
That one. Go back to that one.
What?
Look at that.
No.
Yep. So this is guy
No.
cooking, and he's obviously got oil on a pan, and
He
comes on his
hit the
back,
pan.
yep.
Oh, dude, that
this one, and that's happened to me. That's funny. Cheap pan breaks at the handle as he tries to flip it. This one, she thinks she's doing one of those like awesome Hungarian cooking things. This guy.
It's stupid.
This is the one I'd seen a long time ago. That was so
What?
hot. The egg roll was so hot it burst.
Oh.
Same thing with the egg. Too much juice. And then look at how over.
No, what? No.
Yeah, we're going to go back. Like this.
So I don't
this
believe
is
some of
a
these.
gallon of milk that's clearly like expanded.
What has it? Maybe they like put it in the freezer, and it was. I don't know.
Good. She tries to put it right on it. So and then it just goes around again.
That's nuts.
But yeah, I found those really funny. I thought everyone else might find them funny too.
The only time I ever do something like bad cooking fails is usually grill related, and I do it enough now that my kids know and they look for it, and they'll tell mom, Dad caught the grill on fire again.
So you're just not cleaning it enough? What's going on?
Oh no, I don't clean it enough.
Oh, okay.
But I have like the little sear station thingy on the inside, like pull the the heat deflector out of the way and sear. And so I cook steak and burgers and stuff, and it's right there. And then when I decide to open that up and sear it, like there's too much fat. And I haven't cleaned it, and the whole thing's up in flames, and it's a thing. But it gets bad sometimes where I have to put it out. Usually it's just like, okay, close the damper, turn it off, it'll burn itself out. There's been a few times where I'm like, no, this is like requiring attention now.
What do you go get to put it out?
I get a bottle of water, and I know, and it sounds bad, but you spray it on the vents and you suffocate it. Because you spray it on the vents. I have a gasket around the door.
Okay.
So there's no air coming in there. There could be air coming in from the pellets a little bit. There's a little bit of air there, not much. But most of it is your exhaust vents. And so if you're spraying misting water over that, it's so hot. As soon as it hits it, it's evaporating. Right? You create steam right there. Air's not getting in or out. You will extinguish the flame pretty fast. Now I say this, and if you go and do this wrong and you screw something up, it's not my fault.
This has worked for Austin a few times. This is not advice.
This is like putting out a grease fire with water.
Yeah.
It does not work.
Idea.
So you're not using the water to put it out. You are suffocating the fire.
Using steam around the vents. So air doesn't get through the steam.
Not if you do it right.
Never knew that.
Not if it's hot, and it has to be hot enough. Like the grill, I mean, we're 1,000+ degrees on the grill. You're not just like 500 degrees and it's there. You're hot.
We're over time right now, but I don't care. I have to get to the first time you did this. What went through your head? Was it literally I can create a wall of steam that's going to prevent air going through, or was it just panic and it worked and you had to figure out what worked later?
I mean, I panicked first, and then I was like, I think this will work.
Wow.
So it wasn't like I was just like, oh, hey, no big deal, I'll do this and it'll work. I'm freaking out going, I'm going to burn down my patio. And then
But you were literally thinking about the physics of being able to stop the airflow with steam at that. Wow.
Yeah.
Not me.
Jeez.
What was that?
It was a T-Rex.
They're probably emptying our trash compactor right now. That'd be my guess.
How often does that happen?
Whenever it's full.
Is there a sensor?
I don't know.
Feels like something you should know as the owner of the business.
You know, when you give people money and they just take care of things. Like trash company wants a check and we go, here you go.
Okay, fine, guys. Yeah, I love that trash compactor. It makes everything so much simpler. My only complaint about it is I occasionally used to drop things off. Like if I had something I had to throw out at the open thing. But
I used to throw away all kinds of craziness that I can't throw away now.
Know.
I don't know what to do
Somewhat
with it.
Annoying. But
I think I'm gonna
also the flip side to that was it would drive me up a wall when I'd seen someone who obviously doesn't work here had come and done that too. Like that would make me unreasonably mad.
To be honest,
how dare you?
This is not a cheaper solution for us.
Yeah, no.
The reason we're doing this is to prevent the
Yeah.
people who just come jack our dumpsters.
Yep. So, last thing, and I did this on the live stream. Monday, I'm sitting here doing the live stream. We're outside cooking, and a FedEx trailer comes up, drops off like it does every night. People are starting asking questions. It's like, oh, last time I was doing this, I looked out there and I saw a puppy sticking its head out the truck window. So I went over and got to play with it, and the lady lets it out and
in a FedEx truck.
Around. No, this was the cheese truck.
Oh,
she comes all the time. We know her. She got the dog from Beauty and Beast. So they were saying you should go see if that person wants, one of these patties. I was like, oh, I've done it before, and blah, blah, blah. And the lady's leaving, or the truck's leaving. I just happened to glance over at like dead on as she's driving by. And I legitimately had enough time. Like, I didn't say anything for a long enough time where I look back at the camera. I'm like, you got to say something. I go, that girl was hot. I'm like, not even attractive for a truck driver. I'm like, she was beautiful. So I was like kind of watching her as she drove away. And the next day I went back and talked to shipping, and they're like, oh yeah, she's brand new at FedEx. And we saw her the other day for the first time. Stunningly gorgeous woman. I mean, she's a little bit older, but stunningly gorgeous woman for a truck driver. Turns out her husband owns most of the FedExes around here, and she just wants something to do. So she learned how to drive I imagine she has to have her CDL.
Yeah.
And goes around and does that as just like a thing to do, which
fun.
I see as kind of awesome.
So clarify, because I'm mixed up. Was that who was picking up our our 2 ground trailers?
Yep.
Cool.
Yep. Wait, we had 2?
We have 2. We have like a big one and a small one for depending upon which picking queue we're coming out of in the back.
Okay.
Yeah.
So are we gonna we usually only have one FedEx trailer, right?
Used to. I mean, now we have a lot more stuff here. We can do more, so we don't always need to, but 2 just makes things a lot easier.
Does
for
2
us.
get picked up every night? Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Look, learn something new every day.
But
sounds good. All right, thanks guys. Join us later today if you're listening this early in the day. Austin and I are going to do a live stream. We're going to be making a bratwurst. What?
We should talk about that real quick. Do you know what Friday is? It's live stream day.
Yeah.
You know what else Friday is?
The last. Oh, it's the costume contest.
It's the costume contest. Are
So-
you participating?
I am.
Okay. Because I fully intend on wearing my costume.
Oh, you're going to wear it on the live stream?
Yeah. It's Halloween.
Well, then I'm going to wear mine too.
Okay.
Same here.
Mine is like, no one's going to be even the least bit surprised what I'm wearing. No one's going to be like, what? Everyone's going to go, oh, yeah, duh.
I think I might know.
Yeah, I'm sure you do.
My daughter picked out mine.
Oh, you a
So-
princess? Please tell me you're a princess. Please tell me you're.
We're looking through. There was
Tinkerbell.
literally a princess fairy outfit for a dude,
Yeah.
and like in a pink tutu thing. And I was like, we're not. No.
That was her first choice, though.
No.
Oh.
She. I don't know why she latched onto this one. I don't know. She saw it though,
She
and she
wanted
was
you to
like,
wear it.
"That's great." I wanted to buy a Scooby Doo outfit, just like a big onesie.
Yeah.
I was like, that'd be awesome.
That'd be good.
But she picked something else out. So,
Okay, cool.
see you on Friday.
All right, guys. See ya.
Thanks for checking out the Meatgistics podcast. To shop everything but the meat, head on over to waltons.com. To get your meat processing questions answered by experts and enthusiasts alike, head on over to our online community at meatgistics.com. Waltons, everything but the meat.